Now let's talk some royals. I'm interested in your take on this interaction between the future Queen, Kate, and a Muslim community leader who refused to shake her outstretched hand. He seems very polite there, but you can see Kate's veiled. She's trying to be culturally sensitive. I can tell you I've got some issues with that myself personally, but I'll put those to one side. What do you make of that refusal of the handshake? Is that something that we should just respect, or is there an expectation that if you live in the West, then there's a level of assimilation where shaking hands with a woman is not seen as taboo?
You know, I think it's quite a telling exchange. As I've said for some years, diversity in countries like Britain, I think Australia to a great extent, is expected in recent years to be a one-way street. You know, the society has to adapt to the migrant, not the migrant to the society. And I think that's just a fundamental mistake. At best, it means that your society becomes a sort of version of the United Nations on a good day. And at worst, it leads to a total balkanization. The Muslim prohibition on certain interpretations of Islam's prohibition on men shaking the hands of women who are not their wife is one of those sort of things that, you know, it may lead them into error, that merely squeezing the palm of a woman might lead them to even greater naughtiness. Well, that's not our view in Britain any more than it is in Australia or America. And my own view is that this is just a symptom of, I think Kate behaved absolutely impeccably, as always. But the fact that the man in question thought he could do that was a demonstration that for him, at any rate, it's a one-way street. You move to Britain, you get the welfare state, you get various other benefits, you can bring family, you can have all sorts of perks. But if there's anything even as basic as a certain show of courtesy of the kind we believe in, such as equality of the sexes, then no, the host society is meant to adapt to you. I think that's totally the wrong way around. I don't think it's Kate's fault that she came across this. I think it's the fault of the society for giving off the impression for years that, you know, you could accept our values, or if you didn't want to, you didn't have to. I think that was a lamentable decision. It's been going on for decades, but that's the attitude many people have just imbibed from our countries, which is essentially a sort of pushover.
Mm-hmm. And I would have liked to have seen Kate without the veil there. I think in many ways that sends a powerful message to women living under Islam who are fighting these compulsory hijab laws, to see empowered Western women abide by them for cultural sensitivities. For those women, I know sends a very poor message.